did like this sweet little cat eyelash yarn. Get a little bit of that. I thought that would be a nice spine. And now we're just going to tie our knots and our bow. Welcome back to Patty Loves Paper. I'm Patty, and we are working towards finishing our junk journal that is named Fabulous Felines. And we still need to put a cover on, and we need to fill it up with some ephemera. So we are going to work on that today. So I did prepare a couple of things, and we'll see how they work out for us. I did like this sweet little cat, and I thought we would add something to the bottom of that too, maybe this. And then put maybe some eyelash yarn down too. This might be nicer. Yeah, I think I like that better. So let's start laying that down. Probably better ink it up. All right, so we do have the majority of this journal is finished, so we might complete it to, in this video. If not, I'm sure it won't take too many more videos before we are completely finished it. All right, I just wanted to add a little extra ink to that, and we're gonna most of this is going to be hidden, but we will see some of it, so let's just see. If you hear my family in the background, it's because we all live here, and that is what we do. We make noise. Well, I say we all live here. My kids are grown and married and are living on their own, but it is my husband and my dogs that may be making noise. Typically, I do add some. Oh, I just realized we didn't glue this down. We got to glue this one down first. It would have been disappointing if I would have done that. Wouldn't have been the first time, but it still would have been disappointing. Okay. All right. And we'll get our glue spreader, and we will spread that glue all the way to that edge. Oh, we kind of caught our paper up. I think it was just a little bit too saturated with glue. All right. There we go. And let's do our back pieces. Let's see, I thought we would do, is this the one I thought we would do? Yes. And let's see, do I have another little piece? Yeah, I think this one. I thought that might look nice. All right, I think we're going to go with that. Let's get that inked up. Okay. Well, let's stay on screen, Patty. I said I was going to try to pay attention to that, and here I am, already not paying attention to it. Okay. Get all that glue. It's a wild day in the craft table. All right. I'll try to keep our glue spatter to a minimum. All right. Okay. All right, now we do have this pretty green that is on our spine, but I think I want to layer some more colors onto it. So I was thinking we would go with this, and then maybe a little bit of this, and maybe if we could get a little bit of that. I thought that would be a nice spine, so let's work with that. And here we're just trying to knock some of that white core from the paper off. I still want a little bit of that green poking through. I don't want to cover it up completely. All right. There we go. All right. We're going to tear this and get some ink on it. I think we'll go right there with that. And then right here with this. Okay. And these are just scraps, so they're not really cut or torn evenly. They're just leftover pieces from something else we put in this journal. Okay. That's so nice. I like all those rusty tones. I feel like maybe I'm a little bit too far away from the camera. All right. Let's see if we can glue this into place. Do we want it right like that? Right like this? I think we want it more over on the left side. Okay, so now we have our front cover, our spine, and our back cover. And I want to add some of this eyelash yarn right here where the two papers meet, just for something a little bit more interesting. And you can use Fabri-Tac or Fabrifix, but in this case, art glitter glue is going to do just as good a job with this material. All right. Move that glue spreader to a safe place. All right. And I'm just trying to loosen up all these eyelashes. Get them going the same direction. I don't think this eyelash yarn is really meant to be fiddled with. I think it's just supposed to fall where it falls, but I just kind of want it to fall where I want it to fall. All right, and I think that's what I want right there. So we're going to cut this right there. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing for the back. All right, so let's get a line of glue there. All right, and we're going to get that laid down. Let's see if we can get it done without me gluing myself to it, because that is my greatest talent. That glue is going to dry clear, and what we may do is just another layer of that eyelash yarn. All right, I don't know if you can see that. That glue is going to dry clear. And we'll take another look at that in a little bit, but it's just a little eyelash yarn. And we're going to let that dry for a few minutes before we turn it over. And we're going to start making some other things for our journal. So this was a piece of scrap. I ended up not using it, so I thought we would cover it up and make a tag out of it. And let's see. This is pretty. I think we're going to try to use that again. I thought this would go good together if we some kind of way incorporated these two pieces. So we'll glue that down and, well, no, we'll come back to that. So let's see. This is more from this piece that we ended up not using, so we're going to cover that up also. Let's see, we have some leftover music paper and just a scrap of paper that we tore. And then what else can we put on here? Let's see. What about one of these? Yeah, I think maybe this little baby here. We'll just tear around him, kind of make it a rough look, not very uniform. Let's see what that's going to look like for us. Yeah, I think I would like that. All right, we're going to save these little scraps, and we definitely will save that. So let's see about gluing all that down. What's on the back of that? Perfect. Did I say perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it will work. Look, I'll even show you. See, it's not perfect. All right. Let's start layering this down. going to go with our music paper first. I'm trying to increase my volume. My husband says I talked so low on the videos. So I'm trying to increase my volume. All right. And then we'll do this scrap. Okay, and then let's glue this little baby down. Try to get those edges nice so that we don't have them curling up and lifting on us. Nice sleeping little kitty cat. All right, and if we wanted to, we could add a little tab to this. Oh, they're not the same size. Yeah, I do kind of like that. And I think it would work being different sizes. I think it would just look like a border. So yeah, I think I do want to do that. So try to get that in the center if possible. Okay. But I got him crooked. I don't want a crooked kitty. All right, and then let's glue this one. See if we can get this guy straight. Okay. Very nice. I like the dark colors. Let's see if we can find a place to put it in our journal. See, that's dry and nice and clear. It's almost dry. It's still a little wet right here. Nope, too big for that. Let's see, where else did we have a nice pocket? Too big for that. I think it's too big for this one too, yep. But it might fit nicely in there. And then we have 2 sleepy kitties. I don't know, we might want to put that in there. We might find another spot for it. All right. Let's see what else we can work on. That might work for us too. No, I think I like it the other way. All right, let's ink that up and make that one. All right, I like the way that's looking. So let's glue that down. So we'll go first with our music paper. Okay, and next with our little scrap. think we do have some little words I had cut out earlier. All right, let's see. If cats could talk, they wouldn't. And that kind of adds a little color too. Never try to out-stubborn a cat. I kind of like that too. Okay, let's go with that. Kittens are angels with wings. Let's go with if cats could talk, they wouldn't. I don't necessarily want it straight. I think I like that. All right, there's another one finished. Let's see what we're going to do with this one. I do like this little thing. I don't even know what it is, but I don't know if we can tear this one. Maybe we'd have to cut it. I really don't want to cover up that bead. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Let's start inking it up. I think I want to cut some of this away. Looks like another little kitty cat right there. All right, I think we'll go with that. Do we need another piece of music paper? I don't know. I'm not sure. I have been having allergies for the last several weeks with the weather change. And I think I get rid of them and then they come back. I don't want to cover up that bead. And then we can kind of cut off the excess. That's what we'll do. Okay, let's go with that. We're going to cut all this extra off. Let's see. All right. All right, so we got our music paper, our bead, we managed to save a majority of that, and a pretty kitty. And we can always put holes and ribbons at the top of these if we choose to. Let's see what else we have. There's still something about this. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, but there is something about this that I want to do. I just don't know what it is. All right, I guess I'm going to have to think about it because I don't know what it is I want to do. I did cut some papers to make these little booklets, so let's make those very quickly. So we are just measuring 3 times the height of our book. And we will tuck this inside. Which one's which now? I don't know. Okay, so this one goes in here. Just to keep that straight. All right. All right, so we're just going to eyeball this in measuring. All right, so we're just going to eyeball it. Right into the center there. And we're going to go right back in through the center again. But we do want to get on the other side of that center thread. All right. And we're just going to tie a sweet little bow on this one, a knot, and then a bow. All right, and there's our sweet little book. We're going to put a dab of glue there, and we're going to cut our threads, and we're just going to let that dry. We'll let that dry. That'll be one little booklet. I don't know if we'll use all 3 of these in this journal, but we might. So we're going to line these up the way we want them in the book. I have so much glue on my fingers right now. All right, again, we're going to just eyeball it. I think we're going to put our bow on the outside this time. So we're going to come up from the center this time. Okay. So we did the same thing, we just did it on the opposite side. We did it on the outside as opposed to the inside. And we're going to tie a couple of knots. And then we're going to put a sweet little bow on the outside. And we're going to get a little glue on that knot too, just to keep it. And we'll let that dry, and then we'll do our last one. I think for this one I want the bow on the outside too. Let's get our lone paper clip back. I did think we had another one, but I must have used it on something. I do have a big one, but I was really looking for one of those smaller ones. All right. And then right back out through the centerpiece. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right, and now we're just going to tie our knots and our bow. Okay. There we go. And we'll cut these and put a dab of glue. Oh, we still need to put our back piece of eyelash yarn on. All right, let's get that glued down. All right, remember this is going to dry clear. All right, there we go. We have our little, I don't know if the camera is really showing you that. Here it is on the front side. So thank you so much for joining me. Please consider liking and subscribing, maybe leaving a comment. It would really help out this new channel. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye. I hope you're enjoying junk journaling with me, and I hope you'll join me for my next video. Until then, bye-bye.